Okay, we're going to start with Jim and Ferdinand. Let me ask both of you to, well, I guess in comment on what we have, and then I guess with human resources overall, the general emphasis that you come into a meeting like this and gathering for what we have that I expected, some thoughts on that, if you would.
Ferd, why don't you take that?
All right, Ferd.
Well, this is an opportunity for us to get together and meet some of the finest human resources professionals on Long Island.
And then although what we have, and then I guess really with Long Island too.
Yes, that's right, and really to develop relationships and get ideas from these professionals on how they can and we can provide benefits to these organizations they represent.
Absolutely. And Jim, I would imagine that what we have with what Ferd said would be like with that with you, right?
Yeah.
Good deal. My look at then what we have, and then I guess really with this particular part, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself there. So expectations, yes, and take back.
There's a lot of expectations that people come to this conference with, and each year when I get to talk to the people that have attended it, their expectations are absolutely fulfilled and exceeded.
All right, good. The last thing that, well, it probably won't be the last, but it'll be the next thing that I wanted to ask you is this. I am currently in Washington. Well, currently I'm in New York, but when I leave here, I'll go back to Washington. And I really will. Well, I think you do what we have, and then I take back from that. I mean, is it a yes, no, or I don't know. I mean, because I'm just conducting the survey. I'm director of communication, by the way.
I think people who leave here, whether you're a presenter or you're conducting interviews or you're attending as a guest, are going to take a lot away from here. This conference is about information richness. It's about networking opportunities for HR practitioners and professionals. So you're going to leave with information, you're going to leave with more knowledge, and you're going to leave with friends and colleagues that you probably didn't have when you first got here.
But the most important thing is when it's over, leave. What, if any, and if not, how much? I'm going to repeat that just one more time. What, if any, and if not, how much?
A lot.
But Sherry, and you just remind me so much of, it's not Sherry.
No, it's not Sherry, it's Annette.
Annette, but you do remind me of somebody named Sherry. Sherry, let me look at that camera right there and just go about what we have, and then I guess really at a meeting like this. The bottom line, which I think we're all looking for, is this. Has it?
Has it what?
See, I don't know. I wasn't in attendance. I do know. No, that wasn't me. I'm sorry. Let me go back to that. Has it?
I want to bring back to my organization a revitalization of the HR community and bring back what I've learned here to my workplace.
So that's what the revitalization, which is a difficult word to spell sometimes. But I mean, what we have in that too, because it looks, I'm going to go ahead and say this. It looks like they may be bringing me on board as a director of communication. And privately, what we have, and then I guess really may be something too. And I was just wondering, again, not me, but somebody else. Has it? Lots of people have said yes.
Oh, I think you would be an awesome director of communications. Actually, we have a position open right now for that position. Would you like to fill out an application?
That means writing, doesn't it?
It does. It does mean writing. We could help you with that, though.
It's usually me then, what we have, and then I guess really as it to what we've seen.
That's exactly the kind of communication that we see. Thank you.
I wanted to find out if like then, what we have, and then I guess really adds that to a notion with a meeting like this, and then yearly when they pop it, what we've seen others. I guess the question comes down to this: has it? And then the other thing, and that y'all just proved to me right there that y'all are attorneys. But the other thing that I wanted to find out because of the exclusive nature and what we have in it, and I guess Craig, you being part of that to what we've seen so far, give us a thought or anything.
About the conference in general, it's a great opportunity to connect with people that we haven't seen in some time or people we see all the time, and in a less structured environment, everyone's walking around.
All right, so I'm hearing you say that it's good to be connected. Jim, let me ask you that, what we have, and then I guess really adds that to a notion, and give some thoughts on that pertaining to the meeting, because after all, that's why we're here.
Absolutely. It's an opportunity for us to get to know people walking around the conference. Hopefully they leave with some a little more knowledge than they came with.
All right, Christelle, and we're talking about Christelle, so that's why I said that. But Christelle, let me call out, what we have, and then I guess really adds that to a notion at this particular meeting. SHRM's role in providing the quality and all the excellence in life, what we have. Give us some thoughts on that, and in your own words, because quite honestly, a lot of those were mine.
Thank you. So SHRM actually is the premier organization for HR professionals on Long Island and the outer boroughs. We are part of the national organization, and we are a 100% mega chapter, which means that we have a very, very large membership base, and we are very active. Our members get the best value for their dollar, and they enjoy the weekly updates as well as monthly meetings, certified presentations every month, and the camaraderie that they get by networking with their colleagues and sometimes prospective employees or potential bosses. It's a very inviting environment. It is a warm and collaborative environment. And every time someone comes away a better professional for having engaged in one of our events. So if you'd like to come on down, please help yourself. Annually, our premier conference is the place to be, the last Friday of every April. And we invite vendors, exhibitors, and presenters as well. Thank you so very much. It's been a pleasure seeing you.
Wow, that was just so much. I think everybody out there that would agree with me when I say, what? I mean, I'm not saying it was long, but I felt like if you did go much further, I was going to have to shave. Nikki, look in that camera right there and just give me what we have, and then I guess really adds that to a meeting like this, and also the participants, which I obviously would not. We included that too, but give us some thoughts, or a thought for that matter, on it, and what we have here to take back.
SHRM Long Island is a really great resource for SHRM members or human resources professionals across Long Island.
I was going to say, because everybody pretty much is here. I mean,
Well, this is our Long Island chapter, but we get attendees from all over the country. But I think really specifically for our Long Island members and our Long Island constituents, it really gives everybody the opportunity to network with one another.
That's it. That's the word, network.
Networking.
Well, I mean, there used to be just three.
Mm-hmm. Really, so it gives everybody the opportunity, one, to learn about what's coming down the pike in human resources, be it from any laws or acts that are coming down the pike. Also, what's new in terms of trends. This morning, we heard our keynote speaker talk about coaching and mentoring, which is really important for any organization. And then we have the opportunity, again, to network with one another, talk about what we do in the HR community, what we do in our professional positions, and take that information back so we can continue to make our organizations better because of what we do.
That is so important. All of it. So in closing, let me just wind down by asking what we have, and then I guess really so would y'all agree or would you disagree that in itself is, as they say, something?
To agree or disagree?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I think I agree.
I would disagree.
Right, but y'all are partners, right? Business partners.
We were.
No, I disagree.
Good luck, everybody. Oh.